This is a 10-minute guide with all the essential tools you need to know about Procreate as a beginner. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to see when you open the app is this screen right here with all of your projects. To open one, you'll just have to click on it, and to go back to the previous page, you'll just have to click on this button right here. You have these 4 buttons at the top: Select, Import, Photo, and this plus sign. By clicking the Select button, you have the option to select your projects, stack them in a group, preview them. When you click Preview, you'll be able to scroll through your projects just like you would in your phone's gallery. To exit out of this mode, you just zoom out with your fingers. You will also have the option to export your project by clicking Share. I usually export mine in the Procreate format, but there are many more available if needed. This duplicate button will make the exact same copy of the project you have selected. As you can see, now I have the exact copy of the selected project, and by clicking delete, selected projects will be deleted. If you click import, it will allow you to bring projects that you have backed up. Photo will also allow you to access the photos you have on your iPad, and it will start a brand new project based on that photo size. To get started on a new project, all you gotta do is click on the plus icon. Now you have many sizes to choose from. If you need your screen to be a specific size, you can click on the little plus icon, and now you can manually type in your digits. On the left, you have the options to change color profiles, time-lapse settings, and canvas properties. Alright guys, let's get started on a brand new project. We're gonna click the plus sign, and for now I'm selecting screen size. Your main tools are located at the top right. You have your paintbrush, your smudge tool, and your eraser. By clicking on any of them, you have the access to the brush library, and as you can see, there are many categories and over 200 brushes you can choose from. Now we can go ahead and start drawing. On your left, you'll see 2 bars which are used to adjust your brush's size and opacity. To quickly undo your actions, you can tap on the screen with 2 of your fingers. Another way you can undo and redo your actions is to use these 2 arrows right below your size and opacity bars. If you'd like to choose different colors, all you're gonna do is click on this color swatch at the top right. As you can see, you can drag around the color picker to your desired color. Now, there's a couple different modes you can choose from at the bottom here. So we have Disc, Classic, we also have Harmony. This one will choose the complementary color of the one you have selected. Next one is Value. And the last one is for creating your own color palettes or using the pre-made ones. This little square is your color picker. You can also access it by holding down with your finger / Apple Pencil. So we can either do it this way, or an even easier way to do this is to simply hold down on the screen with your finger. To the left of the color swatch, you have the layers icon. Right now I was painting everything on one layer, but I can create a new one by clicking on this plus icon. And now you can go ahead and start drawing. And as you can see, we can turn the layer on and off. Also, by clicking on this little N, you can change the opacity of your layer. By swiping to the left in your layer, you have the options to lock it, duplicate it, and delete it. Masks are really important because now you have the ability to draw within the layer without having paint spill over onto your other layers. To turn it on, you'll just have to go to your layers icon, click on the layer, and select Alpha Lock. In order to move things around after they have been painted, you can click on the transfer button, which is the little mouse pointer up here, and there's a few different modes. You can flip your picture vertically, horizontally, you can rotate it by 45 degrees, and make it fit to canvas. By clicking on this little zigzag icon, you'll be able to select a particular part of your painting using any of the shapes tools, or just doing it by hand and moving it around. You can change its size, and you'll also be able to flip it vertically, horizontally, rotate it 45 degrees, and make it fit to canvas. Clicking the little wand icon up here will bring up the adjustments menu. Some of the most useful ones are Gauge and Blur. This one will blur your layer / painting. Let me show you how to adjust your effect's visibility. For example, let's select Noise. By dragging your Apple Pencil to the right, more effect will be applied, and by dragging it to the left, less of it will be visible. Let's try this with a glitch effect. So, yep, we're gonna select it, Sliding it to the right, more effect is applied. Sliding it to the left, less effect is applied. Liquify is a pretty popular feature. Liquify lets you paint your effects onto the canvas using your finger or Apple Pencil. Another important one is Hue Saturation and Brightness. So by clicking this, you can do things like change the color of your layer, change its saturation, and you can also change its brightness. By using Procreate's Paint Bucket tool, you can fill in a shape with color. Remember the color selection tool? Tap and hold down on that circle with your Apple Pencil, stylus, or finger, then drag the color to the shape you want to fill in and release. Let's try that again. We're going to pick this blue color and then we're going to drag the circle and release. To draw a straight line in Procreate, simply draw a line and hold your finger or stylus tip down until you see the line straighten. You can rotate or shorten the line until it's in the position that you want. This technique works for drawing circles in Procreate as well. You can also use this technique when drawing squares and rectangles. So as you can see, it made my square sides nice and straight. However, if you want your square to be perfect, then you will just have to draw a square, hold your Apple Pencil down, and then you will need to tap on the screen and release for all of your square sides to be the same size. If you like to edit the brushes or create your very own, all you're gonna do is go into the brushes panel and click on the brush, and this will bring you into the brush editor, which is, in my opinion, the strongest feature in all of Procreate. And here I have a ton of options to mess around with to create your very own custom brush. To create your own brush, you just click the plus in the brush library, and here is where it all starts. You can change the spacing, jitter, the fall off, and many other settings to create a brush that will work perfectly with your artwork. Let's exit out of the brush library. If you click on the wrench icon on the top left, you have a few options. Here, you can go to Add, Insert Photo, and from there on, you can choose a photo to bring in from your iPad's gallery or storage. You can also add text if you wish. So let me type something real quick. I'll type hello. And after you have everything typed, you can adjust it to your desired size, color, and everything. We're not going to dive deep into that. If you click cut, the selected layer will be deleted. If you click copy canvas, your whole artwork will be copied. And if you want just the certain layer to be copied, you are to select that layer and go back to the actions menu and click on copy. When you copy a piece, you can go ahead and add it to your other artworks. To do so, you have to select a project and click on paste in the actions menu. As you can see, we got the exact copy of our artwork that is ready to be adjusted if needed. We can go ahead and flip it horizontally, vertically, make it fit the canvas, rotate it 45 degrees, and many more. Let's go back to our original project. If you go to canvas, you can do things like flip the canvas horizontally or vertically, or crop and resize your canvas. A really good tip and a really good thing to know is that the larger your canvas is, the less layers will be available to use. The smaller your canvas is, the more layers you'll have. Clicking share will allow you to do things like export images. So this is how I like to export my images. I will usually choose JPEG, and it will allow you to save the image to your iPad. If you click on video, you'll be able to see the time-lapse replay of everything that you've done to your canvas. I hope that this video does it for the most important things you need to know about Procreate. Feel free to leave any questions about Procreate in the comments, and I'll see you next video. Bye!